Hi there and welcome back to my channel. I am Banshee and today I have a really good update for my Nightmare on Panning Street project pan that I'm participating in. This is a Fantastic Ladies collab. I do have a couple updates already up, so go ahead and check those out in the cards if you want to see how this all started. So first we're going to get into the long haul products that just have some updates on them, and then we can get into the empties and the roll-ins. So the first product that I have had in from the very beginning is for the prompt The Shining. This is a product that has a twin or a backup in your collection already, and for that I chose my Bird eyebrow pencil in the shade 101, some weird Slavic drugstore brand that I got in Ukraine as a gift. Now, as I said before, I can't use this in my eyebrows because it is way too creamy and it just smears all over the place, but I have found that it's very great to use as a eyeliner because it smudges perfectly and it looks actually really good. And I did want to just finish this guy up, and in the past month I have used 1.1 centimeters of it, and that was 20 uses worth of use. Now comparing it to its backup, to the brand new one, it is really small. We're getting right down there, and it is about 5.9 centimeters in length right now. So if I use about 1 centimeter of it a month-ish, then that would be 5 more months, something around there. So we will see. We'll just keep trucking with this guy and hopefully use it up soon because I do have other eyeliners that I prefer. The next product that's been in a while is for the prompt Scream, and this is a product that makes you scream with delight, for which I chose my Becca Light Shifter Dewing Tint in the shade Luminary 1. And this is going to look really exciting because I did cut it open and it's like, oh, did you finish it up? No. So first of all, my previous marking was about halfway up the product, and I don't know if it's because I had a flu or something that I thought that's where it was, or if there was just a huge air bubble in it, but yesterday or the day before, I started finding it very difficult to squeeze out anything. And as I've previously mentioned, I have been mixing it with my Tarte something tape, face tape, I don't know, foundation to lighten it up a little bit in the winter months. So I basically completely depotted that, cut it open, and put it into this old Glossier priming moisturizer container. And that's kind of how much we have in there. If I had to estimate, it's probably like 7 milliliters of the Tarte with this Dewing Tint combined. And now it's kind of pointless to measure it by weight because A, it's mixed with another product, and B, it's in a completely different container, and I'm a little too lazy to deal with all of that. So we're just going to see how long it takes to use this up. And I have hope that I can use this in the next month. Hopefully, if I use it every day. This month I did my makeup every day and I used it every day, so we'll see. But yeah, I have hope that I can finish this in a month, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it was still sticking around in March. But that's that one. The third product I rolled in last month for the prompt Friday the 13th. This is just a summer themed product, and for this one I rolled in my Simpsons X Revolution Summer of Love lip tint in the shade Luscious. So it's just this pink lip tint in a very waxy formula. It is like a pretty bright kind of pink right there. Now, I thought that I would really like this. I didn't use it a whole lot before I put it in the project, for which my goal is just to use it 30 times. And so far I've used it 14 times, and that was about 0.6 centimeters for reference of the length of the tube. But it has been a little difficult to use because it is very waxy and dry. Like, it seems like because it's in this balm-like shape that it would be a somewhat moisturizing formula, but it's actually not very moisturizing at all. So I have to put it on like over a lip balm or something, and it's just kind of a hassle to use. So yeah, I think that after this kind of experiment here, I'm only really going to use it in the summer months when it's kind of more humid outside here, and I will have slightly less dry skin kind of in general, slightly less dry lips. But yeah, I have 16 uses that I have to get on it left. I think I can do that next month because I will be doing a lot of pink looks and I can just put it over lip balm and deal with it. But maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. I'm not sure. But that could be a second goal that I hope to hit next month. Now, the fourth product that I have in this project I rolled in, I think 2 months ago for the prompt Event Horizon, and that is a product that is either magnetic or in magnetic packaging. For this prompt, I chose my Alva 2 highlighter palette from Oden's Eye, and I want to hit pan on all of the highlighters in this. Now, I did have a friend say that I might be kind of crazy for doing this, but I have actually hit a pan this past month, which is super exciting, and that's a pretty big pan. Like, that's not a baby pan. So I'm a quarter of the way through, and these two shades do have solid dips, especially this one, so I do have hope that I could actually hit pan on all of these guys. I'm pretty sure I used it 27 times this month, but that's not like specifically for this highlighter. I have used it 27 times among these three. I honestly haven't touched Salamander at all, but yeah, I'm really excited. I love this highlighter. It was like a pinky silvery shift on the cheeks, and it's really pretty and finely milled, and it doesn't like look glittery. Like today I'm wearing Gnome because I think this month Gnome is going to be the focus shade for me. But yeah, I do hope I could hit another pan in this upcoming month, but I think the chances of that are slim because these other highlighters do have significantly more product left in them than Sylph's, which I used a lot even before this project began. And I do have 2 rollouts this month. I finished 2 products, both of which I rolled in last month, so these were significantly shorter term than I kind of expected them to be. So the first product that I have to roll out is for the prompt Dracula, and this is a product that sucks the life out of you. And for that, I rolled in my Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer because by the time this project started, I had used it 305 times, and I was like, this formula sucks. It's really watery. It's yellow on my skin for some reason. It really shouldn't be, but it comes up very yellow. And it doesn't actually conceal very well, and clearly it's not a good under eye brightener if it's yellow and not actually lighter than my skin tone. So yeah, it was kind of exhausting, and I was worried that I would never use it up. But in only 22 uses, I completely used it up. So that blue line right there is where it was last month when I rolled it in. And it looked like there was a lot of product on the sides, and that's, I guess, where all of the product basically was, because there was almost nothing actually in here. I pretty much immediately took out the stopper and used my spatula to kind of scrape as much as I could out of there, but yeah, I honestly am surprised that I managed to catch it right before it actually was empty, which I'm so glad it's gone, because I really did not like this very much. And the second rollout is for the prompt Invisible Man, which was a product that erases. So it could have been a primer or a concealer or a foundation or whatever, some sort of base product like that. And for this one, I had rolled in my Becca First Light Priming Filter, and this was a like lavender tinted primer that when I rolled in, it was already down here. And during this month, I was able to use it up. And I squeezed out everything inside pretty much, like I didn't have to cut it open or anything. And I don't know how I feel about this. I have mixed feelings because the lavender tint did make my skin look kind of brighter and more refreshed, but at the same time, it's just such a thin consistency that I feel like it didn't really do anything else for me, and my sunscreen already brightens my skin tone and evens it out well enough that I don't think I really needed a secondary layer of that on my face. But yeah, it's thankfully all gone. This one took 27 uses to use up, so I used it for most days out of this month, and yeah, it's gone. Now for the 2 roll-ins, I've already used the Tiny Decisions app to pick my next 2 prompts, and let's just get right into them. Now, the first prompt is for the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is a product that is so clean or natural that you could eat it. Now, I am not a big fan of like clean beauty and like natural, all natural style products because I feel like there's no like actual definition for what makes a product clean or natural. Like there's plenty of things that are natural but they're not good for you, like belladonna or something like that. Like there's poisons that are definitely natural. Arsenic is natural, you know? So I'm not a huge fan of the like clean beauty marketing thing because I'm pretty sure that's like kind of all it is. But yeah, so I didn't have that many options to really choose from for this prompt, but I did while scouting through my collection, find that apparently Lawless Beauty is a clean beauty brand. And I pretty much just purchased this lip gloss maybe a month ago. I don't know what type of lip gloss it is. It's just a lip gloss in the shade Babe. And my goal on this is just to get to know it a little bit and use it 30 times. So we're starting off with it at 31.64 grams. And this is where I drew the line marking, pretty much right at the top there. There's like a little tiny air gap of product in here. And yeah, we'll just see how long it takes me to hit 30 uses. I'm wondering if it would look cute on top of this, because they're both kind of light Barbie pink shades. I don't know, so I might try that to try and get use out of both of them and make this one more moisturizing. But yeah, that's that prompt. And the second prompt that I rolled in was Paranormal Activity, and this is a project that feels like it never seems to disappear. And for that, I chose my Nature's Cartel Global Awakening 1 Illuminator. I'm not quite sure. I got this in an Ipsy. It's supposed to be like a multi-purpose product. It's something that you could put on your cheeks or lids or lips if you want to do that. But I find that it works best as just like a goldish highlighter, like a cream highlighter. And I do like it. The formula's fine. It's a very natural kind of just like glow to the skin. The reason I put this in here is because I've used it 26 times, and I tried to like track it in a previous project pan because I was like, oh, I can use up a cream highlighter in like 5 minutes, right? No, I feel like I used it 26 times. I tried to use it for months, and it has went down maybe a millimeter in height. Like, this truly seems like it will never end. And this is how much we have in it at the moment. That's 1.6 centimeters of length. And I want to try and finish it this year. I do. We have a whole lot of, shorter term goals in this project right now. Some things that I feel like I could use up quickly, and plenty of usage goals that I think that it's worth trying to put this guy in. But I'm hoping that like I can pair it underneath Gnome and that'll look cute. Hopefully. That's this update, short and sweet, I hope. I had 2 rollouts, 2 roll-ins. I'm really excited about how my highlighter palette is going, and yeah, I feel like overall I'm making some really good progress. I'm pretty sure I could use the Luscious Lip Tint the other 16 times I need to. It's a very February color, even if it's annoying to use. I think that I can probably finish the doing Tint, and that might honestly be it in terms of the goals I think I'm gonna hit. Hope you stick around to see my This Is Fantasy Project Pan update, which will be up in a couple of weeks. It goes up around the 11th every month, and this update, which will come at the end of next month. I really appreciate you guys watching and keeping up with my posts. If you want to see previous videos from either the This Is Fantasy or the Nightmare on Panning Street project pans, I do have playlists set up for both of them, so yeah, go ahead and check those out if you're bored. I really appreciate you sticking around. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to keep up with me. Yeah, follow me on Instagram if you really want. Thanks. Bye.